The Bundoran Weekly is brought to you by AIB, supporting local businesses in Bundoran. For more, see aib.ie.
Hi everyone, it's Shane Smyth, Bundoran Tourism Officer. It is Friday the 16th of September 2022. I am back for the Bundoran Weekly podcast, the podcast that talks about everything Bundoran, and we're here with you for our milestone episode of episode 200 of the Bundoran Weekly. We first started it in July of 2018. Here we are 4 years later, and we've reached episode 200. I didn't even consider back then that we would get this far. I presumed we probably would, but you know, you never kind of think about these things too far in advance. So really nice to be here at episode 200 of the Bundoran Weekly podcast, and thanks so much for all of your comments and people when I meet them on the street and they listen, and it's really nice to hear those, and for all your email comments as well. Really appreciate it. Thank you for your support over the past 4 years. We will continue, of course, to do it on a weekly basis. I know we've been off for the past couple of weeks, but we're back now for at least up until Christmas for before we have our next little break. So hopefully you will stay with me between for the next little while. So on today's episode, you may have seen last week we announced our new Festival of Europe. It's a festival of European music that we are doing on the weekend of the 14th to the 16th of October. So next month, so in about 4 weeks time, we are doing that. Myself and Marc Geagan are putting that festival on, so Marc will be joining me a little bit later on to talk about that and what is happening and who you can expect and what kind of music we've got and all that sort of stuff. So he'll be chatting to us in a little bit, and also Teresa O'Neill will be back in our community corner as well from Bundoran Community Centre. There is lots going on. Let us start off, as we always do, with our entertainment guide in the Allingham Social Dancing tonight with Eamon Jackson, Kieran Mackery there as well. The Contractor tomorrow night from 8:30 until 10:30. Tomorrow night then in the ballroom it's Johnny Brady. Doors open at 9:15, on stage 10:30 until 12:30, and €15 admission charge there. And then Eats and Beats with Hybe on Sunday afternoon, and music with Sinead McLaughlin on Sunday evening in the Allingham. There's music in the bar each and every night as well at the Allingham Arms. Bird's Nest next door, Jerlong tomorrow night. Sunday night it is music with White Lightning. The Von Tees tonight at the Chase and Bull. Tomorrow night it is music with Stolen Relic and True Tones there this coming Sunday. Thirsty Thursdays continue each and every Thursday night at the Bank Bar. Trad Session has moved Sundays 4 till 6 at George's Bar on Main Street. Acoustic set each and every Thursday night, and then there's music on Friday and Saturday nights as well. Live music this weekend at the Phoenix. John Meehan tomorrow night at the Railway Bar. Tonight at the 51 Main Street is music with Jimmy Gallagher. Kevin Francis there tomorrow night, and Paddy Kelly there this coming Sunday night. Paris nightclub open tomorrow Saturday night. Live music each and every weekend at the Celtic Marine Bar, and a look ahead to next Thursday night at the Great Northern, and it is music with the one and only Christy Moore. There may be a few tickets left on that, not 100% sure, but do check that out. A big night at the Great Northern next Thursday night. If you want to head to the cinema, well, new out this week is Ticket to Paradise and Róisín agus Frank. It is Oscailga, but there is English subtitles on that. A brand new Irish movie, and I know Eclipse are big supporters of Irish movies, so do get along to that one if you possibly can. Great to see some Irish movies, Oscailga, making the big screen. Missed It Monday is Girls Can't Surf, and you can see the full schedule on our website or indeed at eclipsecinemas.com. And now, if you're into your classic 80s movies, The Goonies is being screened this weekend, and then E.T. is on daily at the moment as well to celebrate the 40 years since E.T. My goodness me. So it is on the big screen. If you've never seen that on the big screen, then definitely that is one you're going to want to see. Classic movie, Steven Spielberg, E.T., just absolutely brilliant. And bring your tissues. It's a bit of a weepy at the end, I think. But that is all happening at Eclipse Cinemas. And while we're on the subject of Eclipse Cinemas, Richie Fitzgerald, who was on the podcast on episode 196, and he was talking about his brand new book. It is called Cold Water Eden. It is out today, and you can purchase that book now online, or indeed you can purchase it at a number of outlets around Bundoran and indeed in bookshops nationwide as well. But the launch event is on this evening, which I'm hosting at the Eclipse Cinemas, so we're looking forward to that this evening between 6 and 8 o'clock. Details are on social media, and you can RSVP if you would like to attend that. Elsewhere in Strida and Grange, just up the road from us here in Bundoran, it's the Remembering the Armada Festival that is on until Sunday. More details at SpanishArmadaIreland.com. And also we want to remind you as well about the Northwest Hospice. They're holding their coffee morning. It's the annual coffee morning. It is next Thursday, the 22nd of September. It's at the Allingham from 11 until 2, at Mary McMahon's house from 12 until 5, and at the community centre then from 10 until 2 p.m. Every cup counts, and you can come along and donate whatever you can and help your local hospice, and a great service that they provide at the Northwest Hospice there at the Mall in Sligo. Now, a rather special concert that's coming up at Bundoran Community Centre next weekend, Saturday the 24th of September. It is Hank Wangford, The Messages, and Leitrim poet Seamus O'Rourke. A unique night not to be missed, and that is being promoted by our friends at Modal Citizens Records. You can find the tickets at Eventbrite. We'll also put the link to that in the show notes as well. But a big night if you're into Hank Wangford. Quite the coup to have him here, and it's at Bundoran Community Centre. It is next Saturday the 24th of September. Tomorrow then afternoon at Gaelic Park here in Bundoran at 12:15 is the Kick for Keegan. It is a fundraiser in aid of Temple Street Children's Hospital. It is the Donegal versus Mayo Masters teams, so that's going to be a good day, and that is happening tomorrow at Gaelic Park on Bayview Avenue, 12:15 p.m. throw in there, and that is the Kick for Keegan. And then jumping ahead to the week after next, and you've got the Night of the Darts. It's happening across 2 nights, Tuesday 27th and Wednesday 28th of September, and that has been postponed since COVID, but it is finally happening, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. And if you have a ticket for the original date, then that ticket is valid for the Night of the Darts, Tuesday 27th and Wednesday 28th of this month at the Great Northern Hotel. That is plenty happening across town, across this weekend, and indeed over the next couple of weeks as well. But still to come, we're going to be talking about our Festival of Europe, which is happening on the 14th to the 16th of October. I'll be chatting to Marc Geagan about that. And Teresa O'Neill will be with us from Bundoran Community Centre in our Community Corner. It's all on the way next.
The Bundoran Weekly.
I'm Shane Smyth, Bundoran Tourism Officer. We're here with AIB.ie, supporting local businesses in Bundoran and Ballyshannon, and it is festival time again, and time for another new festival here in Bundoran, which we like to see. It is a festival that myself and Marc Geagan are organising. Marc, you'll be familiar with from various concerts and stuff that we've been talking about on the podcast over the past couple of years, because, as we mentioned at the start, we are on episode 200 of the Bundoran Weekly podcast for today, Friday the 16th of September, and we sat down together and had a little bit of a chat so we could let you know exactly what the Festival of Europe is all about.
Marc, we are running the Festival of Europe and incorporating sounds of Europe and also the sounds from the edge of Europe.
Yeah, music from the edge of Europe.
From the edge of Europe. So it's a 3-day festival. Basically, the idea has come about from funding that we have received through the local live performance scheme administered by Donegal County Council, which of course we're very grateful for. We've also had some funding as well from the Donegal Bay and Blue Stacks Music Festival, which is also happening around the same time, and we're under that umbrella as well, which we thank Trelach for.
Big time.
Bundoran, as you're aware, is part of the Duselage Town Twinning Network. So basically we have a partner town in every country in Europe, and 27, and then the UK as well. And what we've done is invited various musical artists from these towns to perform in Bundoran for this particular weekend, which is the 14th to the 16th of October. I'm correct?
Yeah. Bang on.
Awesome. So we are doing it. We have I have 4 acts. You have a number of acts as well.
3, yeah.
You have 3 acts. So maybe go through yours. So it's going to be 2 concerts. One on Friday the 14th, which will be my acts, and then Saturday the 15th will be yours. So we'll start off with yours. And you've an eclectic mix, Mark.
Yes, very eclectic indeed. So we have Eero Turka from Finland, who lives in a forest in Bulgaria, has done for the past 10 years. And Eero is a member of the very well-known international harmonica quartet known as Svang. And there's a great clip of them playing on YouTube. And then from Hungary, we have Chinkar. And Chinkar, I think, is the Slavic word for travelling minstrels throughout the Balkans in medieval times. And that's what these guys are. They're kind of Serbian Hungarians who, carry the tunes all over the Balkans, So that's Attila Buzash and Bense Babskan. They're coming as well. And then I'm delighted to say my own band, Mehel, are playing. And that features Owen Maguire, Farah Bogle, Senan Brennan, and Fiona Fitzpatrick as well. And I think that's it covered. So you can expect some Balkan beats, some Tuvan throat singing, if you've never heard that before. It's that overtone singing. Some Celtic jigs and kind of everything in between.
So yeah, that's going to be quite the evening. That's on the Saturday, the 15th of October.
Tickets on Eventbrite.
Tickets on Eventbrite, and we will have the link to that, of course, in the notes for the podcast as well. And that is in both concerts are taking place in Bundoran Community Centre, and we'd like to thank them, of course, for facilitating our gigs. Under my umbrella, then we've got the Sounds of Europe, and we have music from the Netherlands, we have music from the UK, we have music from Slovenia, and we have music from the Czech Republic. The Czech Republic one are very interesting. They're called Paddy's Bangers, and they perform Czech trad, but also Irish trad, and all of their branding and all of their look is quite Irish as well. And funny, when we put out the call for bands to take part in this, they were one of the first bands back, and they had actually been in Bundoran a couple of weeks previous. So they've been to Bundoran, they were familiar with Bundoran. So we had to have them back, but really looking forward to Paddy's Bangers. So they're going to be playing as part of the gig on the Friday night, at the community centre. And we also have Ingo and William. They're going to be doing some gypsy jazz, and they are from Meersen in the Netherlands, which is our Dutch twin town. We have young Ben Reedy from Sherborne in the UK. He's a solo performer, and he's going to be playing acoustic guitar and singing some covers and some originals. And we also have a 6-piece band from Slovenia called Smetnjaki, and they will be doing reggae and punk and all that sort of stuff. So we're really looking forward to them. They're also going to be playing on Saturday night in the Jason Bull, as we have other gigs lined up for the other bands as well. But the main gig for me is going to be Friday the 14th of October, 8 o'clock at Bundoran Community Centre. And again, tickets will be on Eventbrite and will be available by the time our podcast goes live.
Yeah, and we're hoping to have daytime concerts as well and some pop-up venues around the town.
Yeah, so we're approaching, as we're about 4 weeks out now at this point, so we're just kind of dotting the I's and crossing the T's
pretty much
on a few kind of daytime venues that will be interesting, and that will be nice as well, and we'll have a lot of music going on around the town. And I think that is kind of one of the main things behind the festival, is that we have a lot of music going on everywhere across the
and music you wouldn't hear every day,
So it is our Festival of Europe, and in association with Duzelage, as I said, it is under the umbrella of the Donegal Bay and Blue Stacks Festival, and also we have funding as well from the local live performance scheme. And we'd like to thank our other sponsors and partners for coming on board with us as well, and Discover Bundoran for their sponsorship as well. So the 2 concerts are going to be ticketed, but everything else will be free. And we are also having a parting glass Euro session on the Sunday afternoon as well. That's going to be at 51 Main Street. So that will incorporate any of the musicians who are still left.
About basically 30 of them.
Yeah. So that'll be basically a really good music session in 51 Main Street. So anyway, discoverbundoran.com/Festival of Europe is where you'll find all the information. You'll find the ticket links there as well. And we'll be adding to that as we go on.
And also on modalcitizenrecords.com and on our social media as well. Just type in Modal Citizen Records and you'll find all sorts of info there.
Great stuff. So that is our Festival of Europe, and that is coming up in 4 weeks' time from the 14th to the 16th of October, and we look forward to having a really good atmosphere.
Can I give another gig a plug?
Okay.
I forgot about Hank Wangford, Seamus O'Rourke, and The Messages are playing on the 24th of September at 8 o'clock in the Rogie Suite in Bundoran Community Centre. Tickets are available on Eventbrite as well. Not to be missed, Seamus O'Rourke. And Hank Wangford, for those of you who don't know, is the president of the Nudist Mountaineering Society. So check him out. Just Google him. He's absolutely fascinating.
Not a particular reason for going to the gig. To the gig more for his music.
That is the most interesting thing. He's a gynecologist and as well as being a songwriter. And but of all the things, I have to say, it was the mountaineering one that kind of jumped out.
I bet it did.
Yeah.
Mark, thanks. We'll talk to you again before the event.
You shall.
The Bundoran Weekly.
All details of the festival on our website, discoverbundoran.com/Festival of Europe. And as we tidy up a few more bits about that, it'll be added to. So do keep checking back onto that page, discoverbundoran.com/Festival of Europe. And we'll put that link into the show notes for the podcast as well. Let us head now to Bundoran Community Centre. In our community corner is Teresa.
Thanks, Shane. We have Chat and a Cuppa here in the Rogie Suite every Wednesday, helping to provide a setting to bring older people in our community together. We have flower arranging, music therapy, chair exercise and much more available every Wednesday. If you would like to take part, please call 071 98 29675 or email bundorancommunitycentre@gmail.com. Seafront Strollers is every Tuesday at 12 and now with a new time at Thursday at 4 p.m. It's a lovely stroll and a chat around the promenade and then back to the centre for tea and coffee. It's €2 per person. We have a lovely knitting group in the centre every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. If you would like to join, please email the centre. We have karate back in the centre on Tuesdays 5:30 to 6:30. For more information or to book, please ring 08777 64 625. We have leather craft classes in the centre on Thursdays from 2 to 4 p.m. To book in, call Richie on 085 774 9649. Culture Night is on Thursday the 22nd of September. This is an amazing opportunity to bring food and music from different cultures together. The event is from 7 to 9 p.m. Everyone is welcome. Pathways to the Heart is our new 8-week course starting in the centre on Monday the 19th with Siobhan Keaney. Email bundorancommunitycentre@gmail.com for a spot or more information. And for any information on our opening times or printing, please call 071 98 29675 or check out our Facebook and Instagram page at Bundoran Community Centre.
Well, lots happening at Bundoran Community Centre as well. Good to see it. That is going to do it for our podcast for this week. Thank you, as I said from the start, for all of your support. This has been episode 200 of the Bundoran Weekly podcast, and we're delighted to bring it to you each and every week. You can contact us at podcast@bundoranweekly.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at Bundoran Weekly, and indeed follow us wherever you're listening right now, or indeed stream and download all episodes on demand at bundoranweekly.com. We are also now available on YouTube as well, so that is an extra place that you can go and listen to our podcast too. And don't forget that if you are on Instagram and you're putting up photographs of your time here in Bundoran, then do tag them with the hashtag Discover Bundoran for your chance to be featured on our feed. And if you're using stories on Instagram as well and you're in Bundoran, then search for Bundoran on Giphies, and we've got some cool little animated Giphies there to help brighten up your story. That is it. Again, thank you for the final time for listening, for supporting. We're back again with episode 201 next weekend. Do have a great one and stay safe. We'll talk to you next week. Good luck.
The Bundoran Weekly is a production of Discover Bundoran.
The Bundoran Weekly is brought to you by AIB, supporting local businesses in Bundoran. For more, see aib.ie.